In this video, I'm going to show you online matches against Perfect Kaioken or Drip Lord Entertainment. And this is a friend of mine, and we've had amazing fights in the past. But this entire set of fights, plus the last video, which was why I was disgusted with Naruto Storm Connections, and then these are the last fights of that series of those that day that we played. That in combination is actually the last fights that I had for like a month or two. And then I took a month or two off this game, and I was really had to process my feelings about the game and this dissonance, cognitive dissonance that I had of expectations versus reality when I played this game. And I ended up winning all of these games, but these last ones he says were not as leggy. But the first two he were super leggy for him and not for me, and I just won them easily and he couldn't fight back. But in these ones, you're going to see better fights that allegedly, by his account, he says were perfectly fine. But I still don't necessarily believe that. That was crazy, that bounce into ult. I believe him, right, and his testimony, but I think even with myself, when I monitor this game online, that was an awesome Z dash, super Z dash. But yeah, this is better than the last one. But I think there's still going to be key moments probably where I have the advantage because when I fought Perfect Kaioken or Drip Lord Entertainment, right, who's a friend of mine, and when I fought another friend called Chris, I fought him 20 times and I beat him 20 times in a row. He didn't win once. So both guys, I played them, 20 to about 8 times or 6 times, and I won every game, and they never won once. And it's not because I'm so great. Of course I'm good at the game, right? But the problem is that no one can win forever. No one can never not lose. Everyone can get hit, everyone can get the center of the energy split, right? One of my favorite rap lyrics. Now, that kind of just proves to me that those are some of the two last experiences that I had. And it denied us the experience to play together, and to have fun with the game. But also it denied us the experience, the competitive experience to see, who could actually, win and outplay the other person. And both of those individuals, both of these two players that I played, never complain. They always clap after a fight. And they're super chill, super chill people. Really cool, awesome people. But it just gets to a point where you're kind of wondering, what are we doing, right? If we're not experiencing the same thing. And we both have great internet connection. Like all of us have good internet connection, So it's really odd to me. But yeah, I can see here too, he's got a little bit better calibration with his fireballs. Like in the last video, I was just reacting to the fireballs and getting out of the way so easily, seeing it kind of before it happened, and then I just react to it. But here he's getting good fireballs. He got me in the corner there and did a great job. And, the wall is undefeated, guys. Always remember, that wall, you want to get your opponent into a wall situation because the wall is undefeated. The wall is eternal, and it always wins. It always wins. So he did a great fireball there, and he actually earned it. And that's what we want to see, right? Is where there's a back and forth where it was a 1% victory there for me. 1%. So yeah, I would say at least that match, right? That whole fight could have been real, but that match was real because it was a 1%. It was so close. But when you see someone blowing someone out of the water, time and time again, I mean, man, what you saw here was him actually messaging me, apologizing that he used this team because this is actually a really strong team, or at least that Naruto is really strong, and the Sakura can be very crazy too. So there we go. Finally getting that buffered grab to work in the first fight in the other video that I made. It never worked. So yeah, I mean, I told him I don't mind at all. I love fighting this. I don't have a problem. I think he met kind of. He wanted to have honorable matches, and I think that's what he's looking for when he's playing me, so I think that's why he apologized. But I didn't have a problem with it. I had a lot of fun. I like that double dash there. There's a lot of tempo control, really decisive movements in what we've seen so far in this video. So I would say overall, these actually may have been real fights so far. So that's kind of cool. But when the other fights happen to you where you're getting gypped on the connection ends of things in Naruto Storm Connections, you don't necessarily always play well because your mental stack is cluttered. Maybe you have a little bit of tilt. Maybe you're just disappointed and you're not focused as much as you would be. So that's another thing too. Perfect fireball. Did you see that? He timed the substitution, my substitution, into a fireball. He did so good, but he might die here to lethal blow. What is lethal blow? You just, even if you have 4 subs, you just die to whatever could kill you. Shuriken, Jitsu, combo. Yeah, see? He has a sub. I'm sure he subbed. But lethal blow. He just dies. That is basically unique to Connections. No other Storm game has that. Actually, I'm almost 100% positive that that statement is true. So here, we're getting some really interesting sparring and boxing, and I love it. And yeah, see, like, like, that Naruto is really broken, but I don't care. Like, I understand it. It is what it is, and we're gonna try to work with it, right? That reset was crazy. Here we go. We're moving faster here. Hollow step into grab, into Raikage, into really pressuring here. You do get to see some very rare gameplay with me here with a 2-man teams or 1 support, where I really love this. I know a lot of you that watched our Hunger Games back in the day in Revolutions. Look at that tempo change on the guard manipulation in the jails into all of that. All of that was just sweetness. It was so good. Got him on the wall. Can't keep him there. Got him off of there. And we just... I think that whole round, he probably got that leg bug again. You know, the leg disadvantage, like he had in the other video. But it's possible that I outplayed him, but I don't know. Probably not. But at least overall, these fights are a little bit better. I think once again here, is this the same? This isn't the same fight. Once again here, he's messaging me. I guess, I don't know. I can't remember what he said, but let's see what happens here. But this is literally the last fight I had right here before I took like a 2-month break and I played some Japanese RPGs online, and I just stopped playing anything Naruto related. And there was no lag in Final Fantasy XIV. And the problem is that game is just a time dump. It's a fantastic, amazing game. Did you see that? That was a perfect grab. That I really like that. Some more buffered grabs didn't quite get it. That would have been threading the needle there, but you can see it, that kunai is so small in the hitboxes. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I started making this shift in my mind saying I'll never play an online game again unless it has flawless, right? So, Pokemon Go, Final Fantasy XIV Online, but that's subscription based, and it's just, you know, it's a time dump for me. Sometimes something can be too good. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Well, it's not that it's too good. I just don't want to spend 4 to 12 hours a day playing Final Fantasy XIV online. Like, that's not good. It's not going to put me in a good place. So that was really good. A little Tasa towering a strategic assault with the Raikage's Jitsu. Let's see this Naruto go crazy. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. He's getting some priority. He's getting in there. He's doing a nice jail. Man, that reminds me of Storm 1, the one-tailed cloaked Naruto. That was really good. He was fighting back there. I somehow avoided the Rasengan. Who knows how. And just like that, the beautiful switching that can happen in this game, that you used to be able to do in Storm 4, and in this game they nerfed it like crazy, so people don't really do that so much. They just kind of play like a Storm 2 play style, where you just have supports and mains. But as you can see, this game can be absolutely beautiful, wonderful, fantastic, and you can use your mind and strategize. It can be a very deep level of game. Very nice booby trap. Here we go. I remember that video a long time ago. He got me in like 6 booby traps. That was hilarious. I think it was against my Asuma and Kurenai. And we had the time of our lives. I remember having so much fun there. We were both laughing. It was just so funny. How did that Sasuke fireball miss? Did you see that? Like, was it not calibrated, like ported into the game properly? Like, is that a leg? Is that a leg thing? Like, sometimes it is. In Storm 4, Heaven Kick of Pain for Tsunade. It just anytime it lagged, it would never ever work ever. But then they fixed it, and in this game, it almost always works. But now it's like PTS Hinata's Jitsu doesn't work. The one that the palm Jitsu where she flies across the screen on the ground, it like doesn't work as well as it did in past games. Like I remember Generations, it just worked all the time. I think. Here we go, Awakening mode. Let's see what we can do here. I'm down 2 subs. I'm still going in. You know, like, ooh, cancel the Rasengan into a grab, trying to get what I could here. And now we're jailing. We should get substitution bars back soon. And very sadly, connection to opponent lost. He did not rage quit, okay? It's the game crashed on us. So that is literally the last game I had, and I stopped playing for 2 months. So I just had enough, right? If you're not going to let me have fun playing with my friends and we can't have real experiences, and it happens with friend after friend after friend, it's just enough to make you put down the game, at least for a while, right? And take a massive break and think about it because it's just not fun when that happens.